What's going on to all my YouTube subscribers, my peoples out there? R-E-E-Z-O-N once again coming at you, man. And I felt like doing another video because, man, I was on YouTube a little while ago. The last hour of work was really slack, really dead, nothing to do. So I was just looking at my iPhone, just looking through, random YouTube videos. And I like doing that because every once in a while I come across some very well-done videos, some very insightful things, and some fun, discoveries for people I want to subscribe to or follow, or or people that I just completely disagree with or whatnot. And today was one of those days, man. I found this dude goes by the name of Nintendo the Trap. I think that's the name. I subscribed to him and everything. I saw the first video I saw from him. I forgot what it was. It was called Wii U is not dead. And he's just basically making a case for how the Wii U is doing a lot better than people want to give it credit for, considering the economy, considering everything that it's facing, and how it's not all gloom and doom like people make it seem, and what I've been saying for since launch. And I thought the video was very well done, so I saw some more of his videos. And I saw one that he did in his car or his truck called the Rant, I think it was. And the dude said he basically was just making a point of saying, like, just be you, you know what I'm saying? Game the way you want to game, play what you want to play, stop letting people influence and tell you what to play. And my favorite part was he pulled out a 3DS or a DS, and it was a Pikachu edition. And he goes, and if I want to get this, I'm going to get it. And I do not give a fuck, what people think. I was like, well, that's awesome, man. I like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I entitled this video, Like-Minded Gamers, because I believe that's the way it should be, man. I believe that's an example, of just legitimate gamer, man. You play whatever the hell you want to play. I mean, in another video, he mentioned the Walking Dead game. I'll be the first to tell you, I think that game is garbage, but he likes it. And he's not ashamed to tell you he likes it, and that he plays it, and it is what it is. And that's what I like. I mean, I went through so much hell during the Wii, the original Wii, when I would tell people that, some of my favorite games on the original Wii were Endless Ocean 1 and 2. I thought those games were amazing. People it's got gay music, it's slow, it's not a real game. Man, to me, that was an epic gaming experience. I loved it. And the same thing when I tell people my favorite game of all time is Pilot Wings 64, period, over anything. That's my favorite game of all time on any console, any generation, any whatever you want to call it. That is it. That's the holy grail for me. People think I'm crazy, but I've always been that same way. What he was saying in that video is exactly how I've lived my life, especially when it comes to gaming. I like games, period. I don't care if they don't fit the criteria or the requirements that you may have as a gamer, and I'm saying you in a general term. I like what I like, man. I don't care. Nintendo has always given me that. That's why I've always sided with Nintendo. Now I have other consoles. If any of y'all see my videos, you see my videos, you see my console collection. You've seen I have a nice collection of consoles and a nice collection of games for each console. But Nintendo's where it's at for me. Always has been. I mean, everything from the original NES to the Super NES, N64 is my favorite console of all time, and my biggest game library is at around 70-something games or something like that for the N64. GameCube I thought was epic. Wii was revolutionary, and now we got the Wii U, which is just amazing, man. A hell of a console, and only getting better. But I figured I'd give him a plug in this video, or a shout out at least, because I thought the dude was spot on, man. I thought he was spot on when he talked about, just, man, I don't care what you think about my gaming taste or about me as a person for the games I play. I mean, I remember at one point he said, he goes, who the fuck am I impressing? I'm in my damn room playing a video game. Who the fuck do I gotta impress? I don't give a shit. I was like, yes, man, that's exactly what I'm talking about, man. I can't stand it. Nintendo gets this kiddie moniker or whatnot because their games are all over the place. They're not just HD shooters, you know what I'm saying, or fighting games or whatnot. They got all that, plus they got games for in a fantasy realm, or for fantasy characters or cartoon characters. It doesn't make it kiddie. You know what I'm saying? I suppose Family Guy is kiddie because it's a cartoon. You know what I'm saying? It's the same logic, and that's what I loved about Nintendo. I remember when Rare Nintendo pushed the envelope by making Conker's Bad Fur Day on the N64. I'll never forget that because that took a cute, fluffy little squirrel of a cartoon that everybody thought was going to be Nintendo's usual 3D platformer with cutesy graphics, and turned it on its head and basically shocked the entire world with that game. You know what I'm saying? Nintendo does that, bro. They've always given me the experiences that I like, man. And just because the name is Nintendo, all of a sudden it gets this kiddie moniker, this kiddie, stereotype. I can't stand that, man. But that's never stopped me from playing their games. It never stopped me from playing. I'm 30 years old, man. I'm 29 years old. I'll be 30 in February. You know what I'm saying? I still buy Nintendo. Still play video games, period. Always will to the day. Unless, God willing, he doesn't do this. But if God takes away the ability for me to use my hands, that'll probably be the only way that I ever stop playing video games. You know what I'm saying? All the kitty jokes and this, that about Mario and Pikmin and Animal Crossing and things like that have never fazed me in the least bit, man. Nintendo is Nintendo, and they're the dawns of the gaming industry. They proved it, generation after generation. But yeah, like I said, man, I like to see and to hear videos from like-minded gamers out there who aren't ashamed of what they like. What they like is what they like, and they talk about it and they show it with pride, and that's what it is for me, man. I love that, man. So again, Nintendo the Trap, I love your videos, man. Subscribe, man. I hope to see more. Especially your rants. Your rants are epic, bro. I lost it laughing with that one, bro, about the Pikachu 3DS. But yeah, man. On to another topic, man. We're getting so close to E3. I mean, the Nintendo Direct for E3 is on June 11th. That's I believe it's Tuesday of next week, where I will be on vacation. It just happened to work out that way. And so I'll be able to watch the entire Nintendo Direct and everything that Nintendo has to offer without any interruptions, without having to do it at work, without having to wait till I get home. I'll be able to see it all, live, which is a nice change of pace. And I can't wait to see, man. I know there's going to be surprises. I would be very shocked if Nintendo didn't come with any real surprises. I think there's going to be some. Nintendo always has something up their sleeve. The surprise might be... it could be anything. It could be the reveal of what Retro's working on, which everybody's speculating is another Metroid game, but there's also a lot of buzz about being something else, possibly a Star Fox. I don't know, man. I'm psyched because it's Retro and Nintendo, and they don't get no better than that. I'm psyched about... another surprise could be the Monolith Soft game, X, Project X, or what, the title is X right now. It looks like an epic, massive game. And they might show more of that game than we think. They might even give you a release date, and it might be right around the corner. You know what I'm saying? So there's so many things that can go down. All I know is that for all the flack and all the hate that Wii U continues to get on a daily basis, I mean, it's funny because when the Xbox One revealed, and it took over getting all the hate for at least that week or so, or whatever it was funny how Wii U sales jumped up. I think it was 875% or something like that I read or somewhere. Either way, they jumped up significantly. Stock in Nintendo, everything jumped up just because of a reveal. It shows you how fickle the consumer is and people out there are. The Wii U, I mean, like, for all the flack that it's getting now, I think it's doing rather well, man. I think the games that it has on its system, as many people have said, including this dude that I was talking about earlier, are all AAA games, man. You got your Black Ops, you got your Assassin's Creed, you got your Madden, at least Madden 13. You got your NBA 2K. You got your New Super Mario Brothers. You got your Zombie. You got all these epic. You got Mass Effect 3. You got all these games. Pretty much from launch, that basically just showed what the system was coming with and what you could expect in the future. Now you have an exclusive in Bayonetta 2 and. Call of Duty Ghost is coming out on it. I mean, it hasn't been completely confirmed yet, but everybody knows it's coming because, I mean, Activision basically said it. And you got, the Zelda Wind Waker HD. There's so many things coming for this console, man, especially in these next 6 months, the rest of this year, leading up to holiday season. I don't understand how they can continue to get hate, but, it is what it is. Nintendo has always received hate. And Nintendo has always stomped the mud hole and the source of that hate by just making great games and great systems. So I look forward to seeing that, man. I just wanted to make this quick video and just express my thoughts on that, man. We're getting close to E3, bro. I'm waiting for it. Nintendo Wii U all day, baby. God bless. Peace.